Well, the prayer of everybody now to say, may God answer or pick our call. Thank you very much for serious matters. Now, so we see him again this morning. My name is Olukunle Abraham, and this one we want to talk this morning. Lockdown shine on top LASU, Lagos State University. As presidential aspirant and former governor of Lagos State, Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu donates 1 billion naira, for the center donated. Made that donation towards the development of a leadership center worth 1 billion naira to LASU Ojo. LASU Vice Chancellor Professor Ibiyemi Olatunji Bello announced the donation at the 25th convocation lecture of LASU on Thursday, where Asiwaju was ably represented by the Deputy Governor of Lagos State, Dr. Amzat Obafemi. Thank you very much for joining us once again. I'd like you to drop your comments concerning this particular development, and also make your comments simple and civil. Also, do share this video with others. Make it go viral. That Asiwaju has done it again. He has donated, 1 billion naira towards the Center of Development, Center of Leadership Development, at LASU. Now, the theme of the convocation lecture was Global Trend, Nigeria and its place in the world. Do we love ourselves? In my last video, I think I mentioned that that's where he went to deliver that lecture, and he mentioned quite a number of things where I, had a number of questions for myself and both for every one of us. But when it comes to this donation, the first thing that came to my mind, sincerely, as a young Nigerian who is also struggling to get to the top, also, the first thing that came to my mind, sincerely, I don't know what comes to your mind now. Just drop your comment, type it in. What has come to your mind the moment you saw this title, Tinubu donates 1 billion naira? The first thing that came to my mind is, God knows how much this man has, or how much is in the control or the coffers of this man, this single Nigerian, who is able to do this much. What came to your mind? What came to your mind? Just share with us what came to your mind when you saw this title. It was represented, like I said earlier on, by Dr. Obafemi Hamzat, Deputy Governor of Lagos State. Speaking at the event, Tinubu urged government support for strategic industries that would employ young people and unleash, their productive capacity, which I questioned. That's when this government was coming in 2015. One of the things they said was that they will be creating, I think, maybe about 3 million jobs every year. 3 million jobs every year. We don't even see 3,000. We don't even see 3,000 jobs. The one that was for 700,000 or 774,000 that was supposed to be for each local government, that they will earn about 20,000 naira, that one caused problem, because slots, they were almost, the people at the top are also going to share it as slots to be given to them, because if the promise in 2015, which is going to about 8 years now, has not been fulfilled, and things are getting worse, and we are still using the same thing to campaign, it looks somehow. Now, don't get it wrong, 1 billion naira no be for campaign. Don't go and say I said it, he gave 1 billion naira for campaign. No, this is aside his presidential aspirational ambitions. He said that government backing of strategic manufacturing and industries would open the door wider to youth-owned startup business. National industrial and employment policies must jump from the pages of documents and come to real life. I think so, just pointing fingers to oneself, seriously, because don't ask me. I believe Asiwaju is part of the leadership of Nigeria, the present government that we have today. He might not be the president, he might not be a governor, he might not be the Senate president, but he is part of, he's a respectable national leader of the ruling party. And I think these were part of the things that were on paper, that were supposed to be done when they were coming in. The promises that were made. The promises that were made on the ground on which Nigerians believed in them, that there was going to be a change. Now, this is the moral duty of progressive government, he said. So we need a new, more convenient way, a way that gives you the right start of, at a fair chance of durable prosperity. So this is the moral way, the moral duty of progressive government to resurrect a flagging economy, to do what the private sectors cannot do for themselves. Tinubu said. He added that no longer should our national compass remain pointing towards poverty instead of prosperity, and towards lack instead of abundance. Graduates today should not live half life, or to show subject your tremendous talents and aspirations to an economic condition that does not allow their full vent. That you now graduate from this exemplar of learning and knowledge means the right answer is within you. Well, that's reading in part the lecture given on behalf of Asiwaju Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Recall that Asiwaju is a presidential aspirant on the platform of the People's Democratic Party, trying to fulfill his life ambition to becoming a president of Nigeria. Yes, though a lot of people have questioned that it's not an issue of ambition, it should be an issue of bringing solution to the table towards, resolving the hard knots, that have been the problem of Nigeria since inception. If at this point or at this time Nigeria is still crying for good roads, Nigeria is still having issues with electricity, there has been no improvement whatsoever. When Jonathan was living in 2015, he left with the same 4,000 megawatts that is epileptic today. Today it falls, tomorrow it rises, tomorrow it's epileptic. There has been no improvement. When you compare what we are generating as a nation that is supposed to serve over 200 million indigenous nationals of this nation, it's not comparable to what is being generated in other countries where they have far lesser populace. So we need a broader picture. We need a bigger picture. We need to begin to see things from a brighter and a more realistic, angle. And that's why I feel that there are still people who should actually be vying for the seat of the president. Now it's becoming very interesting when we see the likes of Peter Obi declaring his intention. Also remember that he was a running mate for Atiku Abubakar years back. And so Atiku is still declaring his own intentions. He has declared his own intentions. Peter Obi is declaring his own intention. We have the likes of former Senate President Bukola Saraki and their likes, in the race. And so let's see how it goes. We hope that it all ends well. We hope that it all ends well. Well, this is still Serious Matters on ONIF TV. Please do, like I would always say, share our videos with others. And do drop your comments, especially on this particular topic. I love you all, and I hope that you are preparing to have a very wonderful weekend.